Hello, my friends. Welcome to the What's Up in Makeup chat. It is good to be back. I love chat. I don't know how long you have been subscribed to the channel, but I have been doing weekly chats for at least 2 years. I don't know when I started, but I do know that it was in my old house, and we moved into this house not this past July, but the July before. So I've been live streaming on YouTube for ever, and I absolutely love it. I love interacting with the collective brain of makeup awesomeness. I absolutely love it. I love talking to people. I love learning from people, because this is the thing. No matter how much of an expert you feel like you're in, which of course I am not an expert in many things, there's always things to learn. So that is why I choose to do live chat. So that being said, if you do not enjoy the live chat format, I got a lot of very upset people commenting on my last live chat when I did the declutter. I wish you would not declutter on live chat, because you're constantly talking to the people that are in chat, and it's annoying. And I totally get that point of view. I completely get it. Like, you want to just hear about the products, you just want to see the palettes. I get it. But that's not the way that I chose to do this, and there are a lot of decluttering people that declutter that choose to do it very straightforward. I choose to get opinion from my community, so I'm really sorry if you don't enjoy this format. I do apologize that you don't like it, but I personally really like it, and I know that the people that are here really like it, and I think a lot of other people really like it, because I get a lot of good feedback too. So I do apologize that I am going to be going, I'm just letting you know now, I'm going to be going off topic. I'm going to be talking to the people that are in the chat, because this is the thing. They're kind of, I brought them into my house, and I think it would be really rude of me to not talk to them. So I'm going to be talking to them. So if that bothers you, I'm really sorry. And I hope to see you in another video soon. I do plenty of videos that are not live chat format. So now that I am done with that, I just wanted to put that out there, because I've never outright said why I do live chat, and you know, I want to make sure people are okay, you know, because I don't feel like anybody that made a negative comment was doing it to be malicious. Nobody was being mean about it. They were just disappointed. So, and I constantly get those on my chats, but I'm sorry if you don't like the chat format, but we're going to chat. It's going to happen. And there's plenty of other content to watch. So I hope you love that stuff. So anyway, moving on. Shut up, Jen. Shut up, Jen. I'm going to go ahead and say hello to the collective brain of makeup awesomeness, because they're going to help me declutter these eyeshadow palettes today, and hopefully these eyeshadow palettes today. There's more in here. I have 2 big bags left. We decluttered 1 big bag before we left for the Easter break, and I'm excited to show you the other palettes that I've got. So let me go ahead and say hello to the people that are here. I'm going to go ahead and scroll all the way up to the top. I know Cheyenne and Kara were here first. Thank you, Cheyenne and Kara, for helping me know about what's going on with my thumbnail. Good morning to Tiffany and Sarah and Tabitha and Miss Latina, who is singing Me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard. I can't sing that song very well, but you know. Good morning, Reading Mom and Catherine Downing. Good morning to you. It does feel like it's been forever. And Stephanie and Sabrina and Karen and Angel and Kelsey and Bridget and Amber and Alicia and Monica and Vicky and Saucer Jess and Nadine. And you gotta understand too, some of these people come every single week to chat. Raise your hand if you come every single week to chat, because even if you're watching on the replay, you watch on the replay every single week. Hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care, because we've got a lot of people that are like die-hard chat fans. So I'm with you. I am loving the live chat format, and let's go ahead and talk about some of these eyeshadow palettes. But first, we must have coffee. And second, I want to show you my new palette. If you did not see my last live stream that I did yesterday, that I got more people not happy with me about, got the Pirates of the Caribbean palette. I used it yesterday. First impression, I absolutely loved using it yesterday. I used this shade Sea Haze all over my lid. I used Bones as my transition shade, and it worked really well. It swatched really badly, but it worked really well. I used Black Pearl to deepen up the outer corner. It's a one of those blue-brown shades, not a green-brown, it's a blue-brown shade, which is less common than the green-brown. And then I use a little bit of Silver Mist, but it kind of competed with the Sea Haze and didn't really go together. But the Sea Haze, these were the main shades that I used, these 3, and they worked out. Can I hit the right ones? It worked out really well. I was so happy with my look. I have pictures on Instagram if you are curious. So let me show you what I've got in my bag. Kathleen says, just a diehard fan, Jen, LOL. I know it, I know it. Hi, Michelle. Did I say hi to Michelle yet? I hope I did. Michelle is one of my strong, amazing, awesome reporters. She also helps me with my Facebook group. All right, so first thing that I'm not getting rid of, is the Mi Vida Loca palette by Kat Von D. If you missed out on this one, this is one of my favorites colored eyeshadow palettes, bright colored eyeshadow palettes, because it's got this really cool wheel in the center, so you can use this as your base and then decorate with this. It's almost like this is your Christmas tree, or my grandmother had a Hanukkah bush when I was a kid. So if you have a Hanukkah bush like my grandmother, this is like your base, and then these are your baubles and your decorations for the outside. This thing is amazing, and the colors are so vibrant and wonderful. Of course, there's plenty of things that are very, very similar from Urban Decay and from Kat Von D that you can get, but I really love this format. I just wished it wasn't so big. That's my only complaint about it. So that's definitely getting kept. Where's my organization system this week? Let's put things I'm keeping over here. And then I have a box down here for things that I am going to pass on. It's so amazing. Natalie wants to know if the size of the palette bugs me. Yes, it's huge. But, I put it in the back of one of these palette holders, and it's fine. All right, speaking of Kat Von D, this was this was my first Kat Von D holiday purchase. This was a fun palette. This is the Spellbinding Eyeshadow Book. KL Bryant, thank you so much for activating the super chat. I appreciate it so much. Do I need to do a super chat disclaimer? Do I need to do one of those? I'm not asking anybody to donate to the channel. People are adults. I'm leaving the window open. I spend my YouTube money on bills. I spend the super chat money on specific things. I'll tell you, I spent a bunch of super chat money. I want to tell you what I bought. I do have a super chat video coming up this week with things that people purchased that I purchased with super chat money. And I don't get a lot of PR like a lot of people do, so please don't get upset with people wanting to donate to the channel. It's their business. If you don't like it, I'm sorry, but you don't have to donate. I'm not asking anybody to donate. Okay, anyway, moving on. This palette, oh my gosh. Spellbinding Eyeshadow Book. When I first got this, I was like in heaven, because this is, okay, it looks like it's a little bit odd of a collection here, but what you do with this is you use the quads. Each quad is meant to go together. So it's got some really interesting shades, doesn't it? So it's got like this green with these sparkles, blue sparkles. It's got like an not iridescent, I don't know. It's got a little bit of a shift to it. It's a purple with a little bit of a blue shift there. It's got a blue-brown here. It's got a gold with some gold sparkles in it here. I mean, just some really fun shades to use together. And it was just really fun to come up with creative ideas to do with eyeshadow. I mean, just amazing. I've had so much fun with this palette. It's probably too old to use because you're only supposed to use powder products for like 2 years or so, but I still use it sometimes because I love it. Love this palette. It was really fun. I hope she does another palette like that at some point because I really liked it. Yes. I hated the plastic covering on the Kat Von D. Yes, I don't like it either. Inagata. I'm going to say Inagata. Good morning, Andrea. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Okay, next up. Okay, this somehow got in here. I thought I already talked about this. Maybe I didn't. This is the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. Did you guys see this morning the magic palette that's coming out? Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Juvia's Place is one of my favorite eyeshadow brands. They're very consistently awesome. I was talking to the owner of Juvia's Place at IMATS, and she was telling me that they were going to come out with the Saharan palette too, but there's one shade that's been giving them trouble. So they keep sending it back and getting it back and sending it back, so that it's been delayed because of that one stupid shade that they want to be perfect. So no, the Kat Von D is not available. How do you donate? There should be a super chat button on your screen if you choose to, but I'm not asking you to. Let's be clear here. But if you'd like to, I have a spreadsheet that I keep, and then when I do the video, I put a little scrolling of who bought that palette or who bought that product to help me to be able to review it. Because I'm buying things, like this is part of Super Chat, I never would have bought this because it was past my allowed amount that I spend on makeup a month. It was beyond that. So I wouldn't have bought this if it wasn't for Super Chat. And I wouldn't be reviewing it. So, anyway, so this is the Nubian 2. And I really, really like this. I've only used it a handful of times so far. I really want to dig into this shade Egypt. I haven't used it yet. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I need to get a towel and, like, can you see that? Can you see the amazingness that is Egypt? and Nairobi. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at those two together. Are you serious? Are you serious? Like, oh my gosh. And the mattes are just as good as the shimmers. They're absolutely stinking amazing. So yes, love, 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 love this. Holly says, anyone remember what a treat it was to have a big eye palette? Now they're everywhere. Oh, I know, yes. Because they used to all be really small. Let me go get my towel so I can wipe my fingers. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. So this is definitely getting kept. All my Juvia's Place palettes I'm keeping. It was funny because the owner of Juvia's Place was like, Jen, what do you want? And I was like, I have everything. I don't need anything. I have your entire range of products. And because I bought a lot of it on Hotlook when it was on sale. So I'm keeping that. Shan wants to know, did the shadow stain your eyelids? To an extent, but not longer than makeup remover. Makeup remover takes it off. But like if I just tried to wipe it off with a towel, there would be staining. Like if I swatch on my arm and I go like this, it does have like a stain to it, but it comes off with makeup remover. Another palette that I love, 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 the Alice Through the Looking Glass palette. Oh my gosh, I still love this thing. I look at it sometimes and I'm like, I just want to use this today. Natalie, thank you so much. She says, happily helping fund my continuing makeup education. Thank you, Natalie. And you can check out Natalie's channel as well. Her channel is called The Thinking Blondes, just so you know. Thank you so much, Natalie. That was really nice of you. Nia's getting her second cup of coffee. Cool, man. All right. Oh, from Brazil. We're going to Brazil this summer. We're going to be in Sao Paulo this summer. I'm very scared and nervous because they won't understand me there. Google Translate's going to be my friend. But anyway, so Alice Through the Looking Glass. See, I'm already off topic. I know there's people that are cringing right now. I'm sorry. I love this palette. I have a full tutorial on this. It's so pigmented and amazing. This is probably my favorite Urban Decay eyeshadow palette of all time. And plus, the magic. The magic. I got the magic in me. Oh, the magic. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, I love this palette. It's amazing. All right. So this is one I'm thinking about decluttering. I'm thinking about it because I know a lot of people are really going to love this palette. I'm going to pass this. I'm going to pass this on because the thing is I don't reach for it. It's a good palette though, especially for BH Cosmetics and the price. It's really, really good. Hi, Terry Lee. Mwah, 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 sending kisses. It's a great palette. My biggest complaint about this is a lot of the shades are very, very similar. Like these are supposed to be highlight shades, but I don't see a formula difference between the highlight shades and the eyeshadow shades. So I just use them all for eyeshadow. So, Sierra wants to know, I think it's Sierra. Yep, Sierra wants to know what character would I be from Alice in Wonderland. Alice? Is that too? I would love to be Alice. Alice is the one I identify with most, and I think that's why I love Alice in Wonderland so much. I actually have an Alice in Wonderland tattoo that I'll probably never show you. But I do love it. It's Alice pulling away the curtain to see the little door, and to me that just symbolizes discovery. So, but anyway, I think I'm going to get rid of this one. I think I'm going to declutter it because I just don't use it enough, and I know that it's good, and I know that someone else will enjoy it more than me. Oh, thank you, Bobby. She says, best channel ever. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to get rid of that one, even though it is a nice palette. All right, we've got the Tarte Pro palette, and this I did do a full review on, and I am going to keep this. I feel like it's great for reviewing purposes. Nancy's here. Hi, Nancy. I think it's great for reviewing purposes. It's not a bad palette. It's not my favorite palette to work with, but it's not a bad palette. It's a nice palette that has a lot of mattes in it if I just need to reach for a matte. I have 8 tattoos, Cindy wants to know. My husband is, if you don't know this, my husband owns a tattoo studio here in Maryland. So I got all my tattoos except for one of them for free because my husband does them. But I haven't gotten tattooed in like 5 years, so because I don't like the pain. The pain sucks. So I don't get tattooed very often. And plus he's like so busy and everything. And he doesn't really do my style much anymore. He does a lot of like, excuse me for that. I just woke up not that long ago. He does a lot of like mandalas and things like that now, and I don't really want a mandala. I've thought about it, but I don't know. Lynn, that's part of the community, has one of his mandalas, and it's gorgeous. I don't think it's never mind. I'm not going to go that far into it. Anyway, this palette, it's good. I'm keeping it. It's not bad. It's not great. It's good. Another one that I'm keeping, man, these are like all my favorites in here. I'm not decluttering anything. This is the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette. This is another fabulous eyeshadow palette. I don't own a lot of Violet Voss eyeshadow palettes. I don't know why. I almost bought the Laura Lee palette and I passed on it. I don't know, it just didn't call to me. And I looked at the matte palette and that one definitely didn't call to me, so I'm kind of, ooh, somebody's calling me. Should I answer it? Hello? Hello? Okay, sorry, appointment reminder. I just, nobody ever calls me, so I was hoping it wasn't an emergency and it was a local phone number, so kind of freaked me out. Okay, sorry about that. Anyway, this is a great, great, great eyeshadow palette. Again, I do have a full review on this, comparing it to the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It's a great palette. It's great. Alright, another Juvia's Place palette, the Nubian palette. The look that I did in my Juvia's Place review was with this palette. It's phenomenal. I'm keeping it. Okay, this is one that I haven't even used yet. I got this with Ipsy Points. This is the City Color Ooh La La palette. I've been like, I looked at it and it's like the colors, man, it's like, I don't want to use it. Like, I keep looking at it and it's like, I have no desire to use this palette when I look at the shade selection. This makes me go, I'm just going to pass it on. I've never touched it. I've never swatched it. I got it with Ipsy Points, so it's not like I paid for it, but I'm going to get rid of it. So, our one was like a bill collector, I know. I know, Natalie's like always shocking when the phone actually rings, I know, right? Banshee Muse says, I have the Violet Voss Holy Grail and the Laura Lee, and the Holy Grail one is the one I prefer more. Good to know. Good to know. Sarah in Wisconsin, hello to you. Vanessa says, meh, toss the City Color. Yeah, I'm going to pass it on to somebody. Hopefully somebody can get some good use out of it. All right, Lorac Pro 3, Mega Pro 3. Look at this. Look how dirty and disgusting this thing got. Oh, it's so gross. So gross. So gross. But the shades are beautiful. It's a beautiful palette. It just gets dirty. I think I did a review on this one too. So it's not like, you know, even if I don't use them all the time, I did use them for reviews. So that's a good thing. Oh, I have all of them here. Here you go. You guys want to see them all? So this is the original one, and this is the 2, and this is the 3. The original one's still my favorite. I wish that they would just re-release it. They keep saying that they won't. I wish they'd just re-release it. This thing is amazing. It kind of reminds me, like I was saying in the Natural Love video, it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. I don't know if I think it's all the way downstairs or else I'd compare it. Kind of reminds me of it a little bit, where it's got like a little bit of the pinks and things like that. It's a great palette. It's really wonderful. So I'm totally keeping this. And then this is the way that the Mega Pro 2 looked. They were actually selling this recently. I've seen this places being sold. And then the 3 is here. And these are great to have for review purposes, and they're also fantastic quality eyeshadows. I really love them. Hi, Anne. So yes, Cheyenne says Mega Pro 3 was her favorite out of the 3. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to keep those. Haven't decluttered much lately. Okay, the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty Palette. Did I review this one? I know I've talked about it multiple times. I think I'm going to go ahead and pass this on because I know I'm not going to use it, even though I did really like it. I know I'm not going to use it. The big thing I don't like about this is that Transforming Pearl shade. The idea behind this is that they're all matte shades, and then you put the Transforming Pearl on top, and it's supposed to make them shimmer, but it doesn't really work. It doesn't really work, to be honest. It just kind of lays on top, and it kind of fakes a shimmer, but it doesn't, I don't know. But the shadows are very, very nice. I've used it a lot, but I do think I'm going to pass this on, so I'm going to put that in my box to pass on just because I don't ever reach for it. Okay, this is something that's going to have to be trashed because it's so old. I bet you this thing is 6 years old. It's really old. This is the NYX Book of Eyeshadows 112 colors. And this thing used to be my holy grail. This was my thing. So it's got all these colors here, and then all those colors there in a little hidden drawer. It doesn't look like I used it that much, but I did. I used it a lot. Cindy says she heard it gets muddy, the It Cosmetics. That's a lot of people's complaint about it. It's all about the colors you choose. I don't have that much trouble with it being muddy, but yeah, this thing is so old. It's really old. I'm going to have to get rid of it, which makes me sad because there are lots of beautiful. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put it in my decluttering box and see if one of my neighbors want it. And I'm going to give them a disclaimer. This is probably 5 or 6 years old. And I will let them know that. And if I can't get rid of it, I will throw it away because I don't feel comfortable donating this one because it is so old and it just, you're not supposed to use makeup that long. All right, this is like a random eyeshadow palette. What is in here? Got all this stuff in here. I don't know what these are. This green is beautiful. What is this? Got hidden. Oh, this is Makeup Geek Shimmer Mint. What? Are these Mega Peak shadows? I think they are. They are. They're all Mega Peak shadows. I lost them. I forgot they existed. This is one. Oh my gosh. I use this for if you dig back on my Instagram far enough, I used this shade for 4th of July one year. It's called Razzleberry. She doesn't make it anymore. And look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love it. So I need to figure out a way to put this someplace and not as big of a palette so that I can actually use it. This one's starting to warp a little bit. This is Envy by Makeup Geek. Man, serious? They've just been sitting here. I gotta make it so that I use that. All right, this is another one that's going to be decluttered. Yay, Makeup Geek, yes. Banshee Muse says the new NYX Warm Neutral palette is very good. Good to know. Diary of a Weirdo wants to know if the NYX shadows are any good. I honestly haven't used it in years, that one, so I don't really know about that one in particular, and you can't get it anymore. But my experience with NYX palettes is that they're very hit and miss. Some palettes are really, really good. The Pro formula is really good. They're like the palette that's got like it's got like a highlighter and a blush, and then it's got some eyeshadows. Those are really good. The Pop ones, the Avant Pop ones are really good, and the one that I just got, the one that's got the oh man, what's it called? It's got the Gloomy palette. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Gloomy Days or something like that is the name of the palette. But it's that formula is really good too. But then the ones that are like in Paris and in London and all those are terrible. So I don't know. They're like Lorac. They have two distinct formulas. So all right, but anyway, this one's going to get decluttered. This is the M Cosmetics by Michelle Phan palette. Actually, you know what? This has lip products in it, and I've dipped my finger in them. It just looks disgusting. I don't think anybody's going to want this, because it just looks gross. I paid close to full price for this, and I didn't hardly use it. I was planning on doing it for review, and I just never did, and they weren't that good. They weren't that good. She's coming back, though. These were the ones that were designed with L'Oreal, and now she's designing them herself, so I'm really excited to see what she's going to do with them. I'll put it in my bin and see if anybody takes it, but I have a feeling it's going to end up in the trash, which makes me sad, because that thing was expensive. It was like $60 or $70 or something stupid like that. Black Diamonds and Pearl says, NYX matte shadows irritate my eyes, but I like the prismatic shadows. Good to know. Sabrina the Makeup Mom, check out her YouTube channel. I do the same thing when I find someone I forgot about. Oh, where have you been, my friend? Oh, I find a palette I forgot. Yes, exactly. Where have you been all my life? Another Juvia's Place palette, the Masquerade. This is the big Masquerade. They make a smaller Masquerade. It's the exact same shades, just in the same size as the Nubian palette, the smaller one. But again, just amazing. I mean, like, look at this. Look at this shade. Like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? They're amazing. Stinking amazing. This one is a pink with gold shimmer in it. I can't even. It takes my breath away. Okay. This one I'm definitely getting rid of. This is the Stila in the Garden palette. I've used this a handful of times. Works very well. It's just the color selection. I forget to use it. I don't think about it, and I never use it. I don't think I've ever used this eyeliner. I might have. Yeah, I definitely use this eyeliner. So what I'll have to do, I'll have to like cut off the tip of it. That's what I'll probably do, is take a knife and cut off the tip so that the product that I use, that I expose, I'll like roll it up and then try to pass this on, because it worked well. It's just, I don't use it. Jeannie's like, Juvia's is coming out with a new palette. So excited. Me too. And also, Colored Rain is coming out with a new palette, if you saw it in the news today. All right, just closing out some notifications. All right, this is the Nude Dude eyeshadow palette by the Balm. I like this much better than the Nude Tude. It's a great palette. I don't reach for it a whole lot. I'm working on my The Balm brand review, and then I'll decide whether I want to pass it on or not, just because I don't use it that much. Holly says, no, Jen, those Stila palettes are fabulous. I know they're good, but I don't reach for it, so I'm going to pass the fabulous on to someone else. I understand, Holly. I feel your pain, though. Andrea says, I wonder when the new ABH Renaissance palette is coming. I'm assuming it's coming in fall. That's my thought. I think it's just kind of an idea right now, and they're probably in production of it. So anyway, this I'm definitely keeping, at least for now. This is one that I'm keeping, and then I will be passing on. I don't particularly like this palette, the Balm Appetit. It's very cute, but the quality of the shadows I don't feel is up to par with the the Balm formula. I don't know what it is, but I just can't. They fade really fast, and I have trouble working with the palette, and I don't really enjoy this palette for some reason. I don't know. I'm going to play with it a little more before I do my review, my brand review, which hopefully will come out before Christmas. I keep talking about it. Banshee Muse says, I'm not buying from Colored Rain. They didn't even notify me about the restock of the Queen of Hearts. I heard a lot of people complaining about that. Personally, I feel like this is my thing with Colored Rain. I love Colored Rain products. Oh my gosh, but I feel like if you're going to do such a limited restock, you shouldn't advertise it so much. What you do if you're going to do a limited restock, you don't advertise it on Instagram, you don't advertise it anywhere. You know, you maybe send out an email to your emailed subscribers, and that's it. You don't advertise it anywhere else because, of course, you're going to have thousands and thousands of people who want the palette. And if you can't provide that, then you shouldn't advertise it so much. You know what I mean? Like, there were a lot of people really upset about that Colored Rain palette selling out so fast. Supposedly it sold out in 4 minutes. Some people were saying it went on sale even before the time that they said it was supposed to go on sale. So people that were there before the time got it, where people that were there on time didn't get it. So, I don't know. I just feel like if you're going to, that's the other thing. If they did do that, if they did open up the window early, I think that's kind of messed up. Like, I feel like you have to open it exactly at the window. You know, I don't know. But it's not my brand. It's not my brand. If I had my own brand, then I would do it my way. And they do it their way. It's their brand. But that would be, that's I don't know, that's my feeling. So, Arwen says, I agree, it sold out so fast. Natalie says, yes, it was so frustrating. The Queen of Hearts wasn't supposed to be back for months. Yes, because it was supposed to come back this summer. Yep. All right, this is another one I'm going to be passing along. This is the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette. This is great quality eyeshadow. They're fantastic, but I don't reach for it. I have too much other stuff. If I had a smaller collection, I would totally keep this. I got it in a BoxyCharm. It's amazing, but I don't reach for it, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to someone that will appreciate it. And it breaks my heart to do that because I do really like that palette a lot. Andrea says, first world problems. I know, but people can still be upset, you know, even though it is first world problems. You're absolutely right. Cheyenne says, they sent me an email twice by accident, but I was at work, so no luck for me. Aw, it's a bummer. Yeah. Anne-Marie says, Jen, have you ever sold your makeup to GlamBot? I was wondering how the experience was and if it's worth it. No, I don't feel comfortable selling my makeup. I don't like, it's just, I mean, I know I have like the super chat open and everything, but it's like, I always feel weird, like asking people for money for things. I'd rather just give it away. You know, so when all this is done, and Michelle knows this, and Tabitha knows this, the way that this is going to go when I've decluttered everything, is that I'm going to be offering the products to my reporters that work on the show, and also to my Facebook admins, and then after they pick through it, then I'm going to be donating the rest. So that's the way it's going to go. I don't, Steph says GlamBot is crap. I've never done it. I know that Jessica over at Jam Beauty 89 sells a bunch of her stuff, but I don't know what she uses. Nadine says, I wish the Balm came out with the Balm of Your Hand Volume 2. Yes, that'd be nice. Very nice. Catherine says, Jen, would you declutter any of your products to other YouTubers? The problem is then I open up the window to shipping charges and juggling packages to like hundreds of people, and it's like I can't like juggle all of that. So I just keep it to like the people that are like the people that help me with the show. You know what I mean? But I mean, if there's something, Catherine, like maybe we can chat afterward. I mean, we talk all the time, so just send me a private message. We talk all the time. So, oh, Teresa, thank you so much. She said she donated a super chat. Thanks for all you do for us. Thank you, Teresa. Appreciate you. That was really nice of you. Thank you. These are Diva Makeup Queen eyeshadow palettes. They look like they're all the same, but they're all very, very different. If you don't know Wendy over at Diva Makeup Queen, I went to her launch party for her original palette, and she is the nicest person. She had a dream to make an eyeshadow palette, and she did. So this is, it says the Dream Big palette, and this is the original one. The quality of these eyeshadows is fantastic. This is the original. I don't know what's available right now on her site, but that's the original. This one, I can't remember what these releases were, but these were the other two releases that she did, and she used the same packaging, but then she put different colors inside, and they're really, really good, but I don't reach for them a whole lot, but because they're Wendy's, I will probably keep them because I do really like them a lot. They're very good. I just need to put them in the front so that I use them more. She's such a wonderful person. If you don't know Wendy, you should totally subscribe to her. She does a lot of, like, she's really, really smart, and she does a lot of, like, her reviews are very, very detailed and thorough. Like, you can tell she really thinks about it when she does her reviews. She is a professional cellist, I believe, in New York. Who she plays the cello. But yeah, but she does her YouTube channel on the side. She's fantastic. Oh, I'm reading comments. I have comments that pop up on my corner over there. Does anyone have any Itsy eyeshadows? I think I did. Itsy. I feel like I do somewhere. I don't know. Sherry says, speaking of donations, do you think Thriftic is reliable considering the whole donate in chat issue? Did Cassie have a donate in chat issue? I don't know anything about that, but I've met Cassie in person. I've talked to her on the phone multiple times. We text back and forth. I've known her for years, and I adore Cassie. I don't know anything negative about Cassie having a chat issue. I'll have to ask her about that, what happened there. Oh, Terry Lee's leaving us. Oh, she's having chemo tomorrow, so please give her all of your positivity, all your prayers if you're the praying type. Terry, she had to take a break from her chemo because she just needed a little bit of time to recover. So, thinking about you. Thinking about you, Terry Lee. I love you, girlfriend. Mimi says she thinks that Cassie's reliable. Yeah, I don't imagine. I mean, I don't know. I've known her for years. I like her a lot. I think she's fabulous. But anyway, so this is the Ladybird palette by Kat Von D. We'll go back in eyeshadow palettes for people that are irritated that I'm off topic. This palette is so good. It's so good. This was like before the Modern Renaissance, before all that. This was the first warm, really warm eyeshadow palette that I remember seeing. And it is just, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It is kind of old. I'm going to have to check the expiration on this and see whether I can pass this along because I don't reach for it, and it's so good. Maybe I should just keep this for collector. I think I'm just going to keep this for collector because I think this is really old. I think I'm just going to keep it for that purpose, but it's going to go with my Vice palettes that I don't use anymore, that are just too old to use. Okay, this is my Inglot palette. When I went to IMATS a couple years ago, I'll tell you the Inglot story real quick. I put my bag down and I walked away accidentally. I realized I left my bag and someone stole my bag. And my brand new Inglot palette that I built was in there. So I went back to Inglot and I built another one. So this is a $120 or whatever Inglot palette because I bought it twice and I don't like it. I've heard that I picked probably the worst Inglot shadows that they make, that the pastel ones are the powderiest and they don't work well, and that Inglot shadows are amazing, but I picked the matte pastels and it just, I didn't do a good job picking the shadows. So I'm going to go ahead and try to pass this on to somebody because I don't use this. I don't like it. Even though I paid a stupid amount of money for it because I bought it twice. So, Gabrielle says, anyone actually adhere to eyeshadow expiration? Yeah. I don't think everybody does, but I try not to keep them, like, once it gets past to like 5 years or so, I feel like I need to just let it go. Banshee says, Jen, I wanted that Kat Von D palette, and that is the one I wanted. I hope she releases again. Yes. Mimi doesn't like Inglot. Okay, Michelle says her second chat specifically was where the drama began. She spent the whole chat saying, oh, thank you. I don't expect it, but thank you. Someone asked if she didn't want it. Why add the option? Yeah. I think that people with YouTubers in general make stories in their head, and then those stories compound on each other until they turn into falsehoods. And I don't know. I feel like things that kind of spin out of control in people's heads sometimes, and they end up not in reality. So that's kind of the way that I feel like that. Anna says, what if you sanitize them? You can only sanitize a powder product so much, just because you can't, like, I mean, you really, sanitizing makeup, you can only do so much to sanitize it. Once it gets old, like, you can't get into the bottom of the pan to sanitize it, you know what I mean? Like, because things can grow underneath where you can't see, and I don't know. So, yeah. Butterfly Effect says, purchased the Ladybird just the other day off the Kat Von D site. What? No way! That's amazing! Oh, wow. Michelle says, then it blew up as some scandal, and it wasn't. She's just added the donate option, and it wasn't anything any YouTuber has done. Yeah, and, you know, if you think about it, there's a lot of channels that do Patreon. A lot of channels, like especially if you watch ASMR channels, they all do Patreon, and no one makes a big deal out of it. I don't understand. I don't know. But anyway, the Rockstar palette, the Balm Juvia palette by the Balm. I really like the quality of these shadows. The shade selection is a little weird and a little difficult to work with, but I do really like this as far as the quality. The highlight and the blush are wonderful. I love that they cover the lip products. They're kind of blah lip products. They're not very opaque, but they're nice for nice washes of color. They're called Millie and Vanilli. Isn't that awesome for you to get the Millie Vanilli joke? And they're lip sync playback. They're just geniuses over there when it comes to packaging and naming and all of that. I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping this, even though I don't reach for it much. And this will be in my brand review if I ever get to it. Okay, this was a gift to me by my friend Nicole over at Yay or Nay Nicole, who is one of the sweetest people. If you're not subscribed to Nicole at Yay or Nay Nicole, you should go over and check out her videos and decide if you want to subscribe. She is such a sweetheart, and she's so knowledgeable about skincare. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I don't even know. But I haven't used this nearly enough. I need to move it to the front of my collection. This is the Tory Burch. It just says eyeshadow palette. Catch is what's on the side. And it's so cute. It's like a little book. It's adorable. And I really just haven't used it that much. I used it last summer. Felicia, you are too good to me. I love you, Felicia. Felicia's so good to me. She's always in on our online chats. I love you, Felicia. Thank you so much. You are amazing. So I'm gonna keep this one, and I'm gonna push it to the front so that I get to use it more because it is really, really nice. Thank you, Felicia. That was really nice of you. Thank you. Brianna says, Jen, did you get the Carly Bible palette? I did not get the new one. I was so excited in my package after waiting for 3 weeks, then I opened it and most of it was shattered. Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that. No, I didn't get it. I decluttered the other one. I'm not, because it's like half the same, I think, as that one that I just decluttered. I think that the shades go over top of each other. Like there's some new ones, but it's a lot of the same ones. Hi, Amelia in Liverpool. All right. This right here, I am definitely decluttering. No, maybe I shouldn't. Because it does have some good colors in it. It's the MAC Cinderella palette. This is one of the few MAC collections that I got sucked into getting. It has Floof, Vapor, Omega, Quarry, Satin Taupe, and Stroke of Midnight, which was exclusive to this palette. But I never use this thing. Maybe I should have it for like comparison and like duping purposes. I think I'm going to keep it for that. I don't know anybody else that would use this. I honestly, I was very underwhelmed by this palette. I'm using it and I'm like, this is MAC shadows? Like, really? Like, this is what everyone freaks out over? Like, I was not impressed. I think there were a couple, like, 2 shades in here that I really, really liked, but other than that, I was like, I don't even know about this. And I was so excited about this because, because Cinderella. But it didn't make me very happy. I don't know. Maybe I'll just pass it on. I should probably just get those shades in the pans, the ones that I like from here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch these, decide which ones I like, and then pass this one on, and then just get the singles, because I'm not sure if they're the same quality as the singles, because they're just not. Let me swatch real quick, and you can tell me. I mean, look at this. Look at this one right here. What is that? What even is that? And this one right here. What even is that? Cherry wants to know the name of the Facebook group. It's called What's Up in Makeup. We hit 22,000 members in our Facebook group, which is a lot. So, Cinderella, Cinderella. Thank you, Steph, for putting that in my head. Down by the schoolyard. And then the last 2 here, I'll swatch these. I mean, it's just... blech, blech. Getting rid of it. Alright, ooh, these are the NYX palettes I was talking about a second ago. They're right here, yay! We were talking about NYX and the quality of NYX. These two are both really, really good quality. Gabrielle says, have you ever considered depotting? I did once. I will never do it again. Never again. I depotted one of my, it was the Urban Decay Book of Shadows, like 4 or something crazy, and it had this huge packaging, and I depotted it. I never used those shadows again. They ended up going in the trash. Like, it's just not my thing. I realized that if I depot, they never get used again. So, no, I probably won't, to be honest. But yeah, so these NYX, this is the To-Go palette, La Palette Indispensable, and this is Wanderlust. The quality of these are really, really good. And then this is Surreal My Heart from the Avant Pop line. Both very good quality if you're looking for NYX. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Are they as good as my best shadows? No, but they're close. They're getting there. They're better than a lot of drugstore palettes. They're great drugstore options. Let's see, somebody said, how do you, I wish I liked Facebook to join the group. Some people are only on Facebook to be part of the group. Because honestly, like, the Facebook group is stinking amazing. Because this is the thing, like, let's say you have dry skin and you live in Arizona and, you know, you're 55. Search the group. Dry skin, Arizona, 55, search, and you'll get, like, all these results of another person that was in Arizona and they dry skin and they're 55 and all the results. I mean, it's like that. Like, there's so much information that's already there. It's amazing in the Facebook group. What is depotting? Depotting is when you take an eyeshadow and you pull, they're all, a lot of the eyeshadows are glued into like a cardboard packaging, and you kind of pry them out of their packaging and you clean off the bottom, and then you not glue them, but you put a little magnet on the back and you put them in a magnetic eyeshadow holder, and you basically make a giant palette of all of your other palettes so that they're all in one place. Instead of having a bunch of little palettes, now you have a big palette. Latina says, Julio Loa says he loves your channel a lot. Oh, love to Julio. Oh. Yes, I did hear that Joni from Happy Days died, and she was so young. She was only 56. She was so young. All right, I've got 3 more palettes left in this bag, and my bag is empty. My big bag is empty. Buxom. This is one of my Buxom shadows. I feel like I decluttered the other ones. Oh, what is this the, oh. Yeah. This one here. This one had a specific name. And I can't remember what the name of it was, but these Buxom shadows are amazing. Thank you, Jennifer. She says, hashtag no shame, just a bit sponsored. Thank you, Jennifer, for your donation. I appreciate it. I will put it to good use, I promise. Yeah, but I forget what the name of this was. It's not printed on here. But these Buxom eyeshadows are fabulous. Totally keeping that. I don't think I've used this nearly enough. I need to use that more. I need to use that. All right, this is the Too Faced Sugar Pop palette. I really like this a lot. This is one of my favorite Too Faced palettes, and I neglect it. I totally neglect this, and I need to use it. It's like this and this one, the Kat Von D Esperanza palette. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. I need to be using these this season. Look at these. Look at these together. Aren't they beautiful? Just, doesn't that just make your heart happy? Just makes my heart happy. Looking at those together. I mean, just, you guys seen this? The Esperanza palette by Kat Von D. I don't think that I talked about this yet. This palette is so awesome. I wish she'd come out with something else like this. It's got this shade called Day Glow. It's called, it's a transforming shade. Basically gives like an iridescent, is it iridescent? No. Duochrome-ish? I'm not going to say iridescent. No, that's hollow that I'm not allowed to say. I'm getting all my words confused. I just started watching Simply Nailogical, and now I'm like, I'm scared to say it wrong. But anyway, this shade Day Glow is really fun when you put it over top of things. Let me show you. So Selena is my favorite shade in here. There's Selena by itself, and if you put Day Glow over top of it, it changes it. And it's like, I mean, it's like a magic palette. It's like it does a magic trick for you. It's such a good palette. So, yeah, it's very, very good. And then this, they're all beautiful shades in here. They're all beautiful. So this is definitely getting kept. I'm going to put that back. So, yeah, so we'll take the Sugar Pop palette. We're definitely keeping that. I like that palette. This I haven't opened yet. I got a bunch of these Note palettes at Generation Beauty, and I honestly haven't used them yet. This one, Yeah, this one's brand new. I have not used it yet. This one is in 103. I need to try these and see what I think about them. I don't know if I'm going to do a full review of them or not. It just kind of depends on if there's something I want to tell you, like meaning they're really, really bad or they're really, really good. If they're just kind of in the middle, I might not do a review on these. We'll see. But I'm going to keep them because I haven't tried them yet. Okay, so we're done. So let me show you real quick. What I'll do is I'll put all of the palettes that I'm keeping back in the bag so you can see which ones I'm keeping. So these are being kept back in the bag. And these are being kept. It looks ridiculous, doesn't it? Back in the bag. And then I've got two more. These are being kept back in the bag. And then these are the ones that I'm passing along in this box right here. Woo! No! Oh, at least didn't knock over my coffee. But yeah, so those are the ones that I am going to pass along. So quite a few being decluttered, which makes me very happy. So put that here. And this one goes in here. Oh, not there. I haven't decluttered those yet. Okay, so let's move on to the last bag. We have 15 minutes left. We're going to get through as much as we can. And then we'll add on what we don't get to today. We'll add on to next week. I don't know what we're going to declutter this week. I have to see what I haven't decluttered yet. Probably have to go into blushes next. Probably. So, not too bad. Vanessa says, not a bad declutter. You had some good stuff. Yes. Anne says, my first time making it to live chat. Hi, Anne. Good to see you. I see Anne in the comments of my videos sometimes. All right. NikkieTutorials Power of Makeup Palette. Oh my goodness. Okay, was there drama about this palette? Okay, I did a full review on it, and I do like this palette. I think it's a good palette. I think Nikkie did a good job on this. I do feel like the swatches were a little deceptive. I do feel like that they were, the way that she swatched them was, they looked better on her than they did on anybody else that reviewed it. But I have to say, I do think that this is a good palette for people that like bold looks. I personally enjoyed it. Got a lot of hate, but I personally enjoyed it. And there's some new stuff. There's some new tea being spilled. My friend Sanders, I don't approve of everything Sanders does, but if you like drama, Sanders put up a video about this palette yesterday. Sanders Kennedy. That I watched. It's drama though, so if you don't like drama, you won't like it. But I personally like this palette, and I am going to keep it because I like it. All right, along with that, speaking of drama, Steph says abort, abort, abort. What happens? Chuck it, chuck it. I didn't think it was horrible. Okay, this is the thing. All right, I got everybody saying it's horrible. Chuck it, chuck it, chuck it. It's horrible, it's horrible. Okay, I understand that a lot of people think that this palette is horrible. I don't think it's horrible, and I am not here to present other people's opinions. And I think that people get upset with that. Like when I reviewed the Unique stuff, like I understand that other people have other experiences, but I have to speak from my heart and what I think, and I didn't think it was a terrible palette, and that is the truth. So, I liked it. I did. I'm going to swatch it for you. I'm going to swatch it live right now and show you that this is not a terrible palette, at least in my opinion. Well, that shade kind of sucks. But these are good. That one didn't swatch very well. Okay. We're going to do it live right now. I can't fake this. All right. Of course, they perform differently on the eyes and all that, yada, yada, yada. All right. Keep going. Keep going down the arm, Jen. I've never swatched down my arm like that before. And then one more. Justify my love we'll put up here. It's not a bad palette. It's not bad. In my opinion, it's not bad. I like it. I like it. I'm keeping it. Even if you hate it, I like it. Look at that. It's a good palette. Well, kind of wiped away a little bit. These didn't, though. All right, speaking of palettes people want me to get rid of, I feel like I already decluttered this bag. Did I declutter this one? No, I didn't. Because this stuff I didn't talk about. Didn't I talk about this, the Beauty Killer palette, last week, or last time we did this? And how Now, I think we just talked about it. I don't think I actually said my thoughts on this. So this is where the drama comes in, because people get really upset with me over this palette. They get very upset with me. I did a full review of this. No, I am not a fan of this man. I don't like the way that he presents himself in public. I have never personally spoken with him, so I do not know him personally. I have seen him places personally, but I've never spoken to him. But I don't like the things that he has done in his past. I don't like the way he talks in public. He doesn't present himself as someone that I would ever want to spend time with. But the man makes good makeup, okay? Am I going to purchase any more? No, I am not purchasing any more. But I am not getting rid of my Beauty Killer palette. I paid money for it, and I like it. It is a really good eyeshadow palette. It is very high quality. It is very easy to use. It is fun to use. It does not hurt my heart to use this, even though the man who made it is someone that I do not prefer. I am not getting rid of it. And I'm sorry if that upsets you, but I'm keeping it because it's good. I also got, someone sent to me the, the blush. Well, he calls it a highlight, but the Regina George blush, that thing is also amazing. I just have to say, I mean, I can only be honest with you. That's all I can do is be honest. So I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. Even though people are going to be mad at me for keeping it, I'm keeping it. I bought it with my money, and I'm keeping it. So anyway, moving on. The Nude Tude palette. This is another one that I don't reach for very often. This was one of my first purchases. When I first got my channel, I got it off of HauteLook. It came broken, and I actually HauteLook ended up giving me my money back for it because this black shadow was broken when I got it. This is one that the color selection is a little off for me, but it's really, really good. And the shadows are great quality, but the color selection is a little weird. Like, these shades are very, very close. I don't really like it, but Jenny says she got hers in her lucky bag and she's keeping it too. Arwen says, I'm just laughing when people are saying, sorry. Okay, so anyway, so this one I'm keeping, but I'll probably try to clean it up and pass it on at some point, just because I don't ever reach for it and I want it to have a good home. Okay, another one that I don't really like that much, the Balm Voyage palette by the Balm. I haven't used it a whole lot. I don't think I've even touched these lip products yet. You know what? I need to give it more of a chance. I don't think I've used it enough. I think I've used it maybe twice. I need to use it more before I pass judgment on this, so I'm keeping that. Another, the Balm's Eye palette. This one I've used quite a few times. It's got these weird little, because these are supposed to be, okay, let me rewind. Okay. This is the basics, splash of color, and then this is the brows. So you've got, like your neutral looks here, you've got some pops of color here. These are supposed to be brow shades, and then these are supposed to be used wet or dry. These can be used as eyeliner. And then they give you these little like winged eyeliner things, so you can do like a wing. And then this is supposed to be Fallout Guard, smoky eye stencil. So you're supposed to hold this like this, and then do your smoky eye so that you don't get smoke on your cheek. So I've never used the guides because I can't do that and do things at the same time. It's just too much. I just can't. Yeah, I can't do it. So I need to play with this one more too. I really need to just dip back in them. Maybe that's why I'm not doing the Balm brand reviews, because I feel like I need to use everything again, and I have so many things I'm testing right now. It's just hard to get back into it. All right. The Low Key palette by ColourPop. It's a really, really good eyeshadow palette. I love this thing. If you're thinking about getting ColourPop pressed shadows, I definitely recommend trying them out. I've been really enjoying these. I don't own a lot. I own this one and one other palette. And so far, really, really enjoying them. Sarah, hi Sarah. Sarah says, I want to love the Balm more than I do. They're so cheeky, but the quality doesn't blow me away. Yeah, I think that they need to bump it up a little bit with the quality, because there's so many things that are coming out now that are just really, really good. But anyway, the ColourPop I really like. I like this palette. I've only used it a couple of times, but I need to use it more. Okay, this one's definitely getting passed along. This is the Buff Collection by Pure Cosmetics. I forget which subscription box I got this particular one in, because I've gotten a couple of palettes from them in a few different subscription boxes. I've swatched this. I used it on my eyes a couple of times, and I'm never going to use it. I haven't even used the brush yet, so this is definitely getting passed on. because I do have the Urban Decay Naked 3. I don't need both. I'm not, and I'm going to keep the original. I'm not going to keep the dupe that's the exact same price as the Urban Decay. Julie says, I have no desire to even try ColourPop. Okay, cool. Anna says, do you like the pressed or the Super Shock from ColourPop? I prefer the pressed because I don't really like the Super Shock. I feel like they're good quality, and I think that if you can get them to work, they're beautiful, but the creaminess of them is a little difficult for me to work with, and sometimes I have trouble getting them to blend into each other, and it's just, I don't know, I just find them to be kind of high maintenance. If you use the right brush, you can get them to work, but it's just, I don't know, I haven't done enough to try to get them to work. I haven't put as much energy into them as I probably should. Let's just leave it at that. But with the pressed ones, you don't need to think. It's just a pressed shadow. They're pretty easy to use, so. Christine says, been dying to try the ColourPop. You should try it if you want to. They're not too super expensive. All right, this is a great eyeshadow palette. This is Eyes Are the Window to the Spirit palette by Stila. This is fabulous. It's like their greatest hits palette. If you want to try Stila shadows, I would definitely recommend this particular palette because it's got a lot of their famous shades in it. It's got Kitten in here and Oasis, and what else is in here that's famous? These are the only ones I can't remember what other ones are like really like their big shades, but Kitten is one of their like big ones. This one right here, up here, is like their famous shade, Kitten. Let's watch that right here. It's beautiful. It's just a beautiful champagne. So, Andrea says Super Shock shimmer on the lid with your finger, which Jen hates. That's why they work the best. Yeah, right on your lid, exactly. And I'd rather use a brush. I find like I can get more detail with a brush. But now that I've watched Simply Nailogical, now I might be using sponge applicators. Have you guys seen that video yet? Someone put that in the comments of my video, and I was like, oh, I see how it is. Now I'm thinking I want to do an entire video where I just use sponge applicators and see if it works. See if I can use sponge applicators for an entire look. So I've been thinking about doing that video since I saw her video. But anyway, this is fantastic. I'm keeping it. So many things I'm keeping. So many things. All right, so we have 2 minutes left. Let's talk about the Flashdance palette by Solalook. Solalook did send this to me. The quality of these shadows is stinking amazing. I wish that they had, this is my wish for this palette. I wish that they had made this an 8-pan palette, done 4 here and 4 here, and done some lighter shades in here. They could have done a beautiful neutral palette. Kind of similar to the setup of like this. Hold on, where is it? Hold on. Open up. Like, kind of like this, you know what I mean? Like some lights and some mid-tones and some deeps, because the quality is fantastic. And it's very cute for people that love Flashdance. I love the packaging of it. It's beautiful. And they do these in association with Paramount. They're not like rip-off palettes where they, you know, not connected with the company. You know, like when they try to pass it off as being like Harry Potter theme, but it's not really associated with Harry Potter, but they make it look just enough like Harry Potter that Harry Potter fans will buy it. Like, this is actually in association with Paramount, so was the Dirty Dancing palette. So yeah, so they're allowed to use the pictures and everything, and it's very cute. If you're a Flashdance fan, the shadows are of very high quality, so definitely keeping that. Okay, so we've got a bag left. It's only filled to here. So we've got a little bit of eyeshadow left, and then we'll move on. I think we're going to do blush next week. I think I'm going to have to. But I feel like I decluttered that not that long ago, so I don't know how much I'm going to get rid of. So it'll probably be more of a blush collection than a declutter. I don't think I'm going to get rid of a whole lot. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get going. It's 1 minute early, but I'm going to go ahead and get going. Hopefully everybody is doing well, and Ginger says, is the Luxie Wonder Woman collection connected with Warner Brothers? Yes, it is. It's specifically connected with the movie. Yes, it is. And I did talk to the owner of Luxie about that at an event. So I know that from the source that, yes, it is a collaboration with the Wonder Woman movie. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. We should be back next week for chat. Next week's chat is the evening chat. So the plan is to be at 5 p.m. Eastern time, which isn't evening to most people, but the later night chat, and we're going to continue decluttering until I get through this whole stinking collection. And then we'll got to figure out what we're going to do after that, because I have no idea. So have a wonderful, wonderful week, wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And if you don't like live chats, thank you for being here and for making it through the whole video, because that's impressive. And you're amazing. And I love you. Have a great week, and I will see you guys next week. Well, I'll see you in videos before that, but I'll see you soon. Mad love.